Hello, hello, horse guys and gals. Welcome back. Hope you guys have had an awesome week. Just when I thought that spring was here, today we get like 7 to 11 inches of snow. So happy spring break, I guess, for those of you that are on spring break. Our spring break is not, or like the local spring break isn't till next week, but growing up, I felt like this was a regular spring break occurrence somehow. Where I'm from, here in Iowa, it seems like it pretty much every year has snowed on spring break. So, my sympathies to those of you that are supposed to be having spring break right now. But I actually wonder, because I definitely thought that like spring was for sure here, because I've been out working in the timber and stuff like that, and I have been, oh my gosh, first yawn and we're 1 minute in. Anyway, I've been out working in the timber and stuff like that, cleaning up brush and whatnot, and I have noticed that the brush and the weeds and stuff have started to bud, like have started to sprout, like they are coming back and are growing. So I'm a little, I don't know. I kind of like wanted some time where everything hasn't grown back yet and I can get a head start on cleaning up the place, which I already have. But yeah, I didn't expect things to be growing already, but they definitely are. And I noticed the bugs. The bugs are back here. I've seen like the worms and the centipedes and stuff in the dirt. I even saw some flies. There was some flies last week. We had like a 50-degree day last week, and it was so nice and beautiful outside. And I went outside and I literally saw like a handful of flies like on a wood board outside, and I was like, no. We need just one single month. Just let this be the 1 month with no flies. Because I'm not ready to have them back quite yet. But yeah, as we speak, I am looking out my window right now, and it is just, the snow is coming down. So kind of depressing. I was hoping to have a client to bring a horse the next week or so, but depending on how long this snow sticks around, I don't really want to have a client horse here. But yeah, oh my gosh, you guys. So some of you guys probably know, I put my little colt Chance in my trailer when it's gross out like this, because the little pen that he's in, he has his own pen, but that pen doesn't have like a separate shelter. So, oh my gosh. So when it rains or snows or anything, I put him in my trailer so he doesn't have to just stand out in the weather. He put himself in the trailer this morning, and it was the cutest thing. I got him out. Actually, he got in trouble. So I got him out of his pen, and usually he likes to trot across the yard because my trailer is all the way on the other side of the yard, right? So we have to walk all the way across. And usually he trots along a little bit, and he was doing it this morning, I could tell, and I was telling him to walk. And all of a sudden, he just starts to bolt. He literally just, his little feet just go, and he takes off. And I've got him, and I turn him around, and I tell him to quit, and get my mom voice out at him. And then he goes to trot off again, and I get my mom voice out again, and then he just like looks at me like, oh, I think I just got in trouble. But it was so cute. He's so cute. But anyway, we got to the trailer, and he was ready to go in that thing. He was like gonna walk right in. And so I just unclipped the lead rope and put him at the door, and he just hopped right up into the trailer. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is the best thing ever. So yeah, he's in there right now, so he doesn't have to stand out in the snow. And I like wouldn't care if he stood out in the snow if he was like a healthy baby, but he's not. He's still like a little under muscled, and just he's still kind of catching up to, you know, what he's supposed to look like at this age. So I don't want him to use extra calories and stuff like that. I don't want him to shiver or anything if he's out there wet and stuff. So that's why I do put him away. I mean, he could, if he was fat and healthy, I wouldn't care if he stood out there in the snow. But anywho, today I wanted to do something a little bit different. I feel like the Reddit stories and stuff like that are getting just a little bland lately. So I wanted to do some quizzes. And I've been listening to some podcasts lately, and people have been doing these quizzes. And I've been like, I wonder what's out there for like horse style quizzes. So I just went online and I found some. I found a few of them. So the first one is called, What Type of Horse Owner Are You? This one, oh, this was the longer one. So I'm just going to go ahead and take some quizzes. I found some that have like a lot of questions, and we're just going to see what they say and how accurate they are or not. So let's go ahead and do the first one. Why does this happen? Why do I yawn 50 times during one episode? Like, I don't get it. I also wanted to just make a quick apology. I don't know why, like when I upload my videos, I pretty much do everything on my phone. So this is more for the YouTube people that are watching on YouTube. I do everything on my phone pretty much. So when I edit and upload and stuff, I just do it all from my phone, and I just click like the monetize button. So there's ads on my videos, but I don't really have a lot of control over them unless I go onto my computer. So I don't know what sparked me a couple weeks ago, but I got on my computer and I was like, I just should look at how many ads I'm even putting on my podcast episodes, because, you know, there could be like 2 or something, and I'm probably not making much off of that. So I went into like the podcast episodes to look at, just see if I needed to put in more ads or not. And there was like 30 ad like inputs in each of my podcast episodes. Like every 3 minutes there was an ad, and the videos a lot of times are an hour long. And so I was like, oh my God, are people watching this and getting an ad every 3 minutes? So if that's the case, if there has been an ad every 3 minutes in my episodes, I apologize. I didn't realize that. So I'm going to keep a better eye on that now. And when I upload these, I will go in and check to make sure you're not just being bombarded with ads, because I don't care like when people have ads on their videos, like whatever. But when it's consistently like just the whole thing is ads, like you can't even get through the video because you're getting an ad every 30 seconds, that drives me nuts personally, and I don't want that to be my videos. So I apologize if that was the case. But anyway, let's move on to this first quiz. This first one is, what type of horse owner are you? Whoa. No, that's not what I wanted. Let's go back here. I don't know what I just clicked on. Crap. I'm gonna get a virus on my computer or something. Anyway, okay. First question. What is your age? I am in the 18 to 24 category. What is your gender? I identify as female. What do you think of horse racing? Love it. It's fun to watch. I like bidding on the winner. The horses look like they are having so much fun. I don't really like it much. Seriously, do you know what happens behind the stable walls? That's a lot of options. I'm probably, out of all of these, I think I'm gonna go, I don't really like it that much. Not that I'm like totally against horse racing or anything, but I've never really gotten into it. When the races and stuff are on TV, I might like flip through, watch a couple minutes of it, but I don't like sit there and watch it or anything. I've never really found it that interesting. And plus, I know that there's not some not so great practices. Do you like rodeos? OMG, yes. They are very entertaining. I ride in them, so yes, I like them. They're okay. I don't see many, though. I don't like them much, or they're horrible. There's a lot of options on these questions. I'm going to go with they're okay. I don't see many, though, because I don't really. What do you think of circuses? They're fun. I like to watch the animals. I went once. It was fun. They're okay. I don't really like them. They're bad. I'm gonna go with they're bad. I've never done a lot of extensive research on circuses, but I know that there's like a reason that they're not very common anymore. And like I don't know about the horse training and stuff like that. The horse training is probably not that inhumane, but a lot of like the wild animal training and like housing all these wild animals is definitely not humane. And like most of the, I believe most of them are like super underweight and like just not well cared for at all. But next question, do you like to ride horses? How do you like to ride horses? Okay. First option says English, snaffle, bridle, and English saddle. Yikes. Western bridle and Western saddle. Endurance, simple bridle and comfy saddle. Racing, snaffle, bridle, and racing saddle. I don't ride. NH? What is NH? Bareback with a halter or no halter? Well, that was worded terribly, but I'm going to pick the endurance one for obvious reasons. Question 7, what is your ideal horse conformation? Ooh, okay. I like athletic horses that can jump as well as run fast, all while looking beautiful. I like a super fast horse that will win easily, a strong horse that can pull heavy weights for shows or work. A pony for my kids is fine. I don't care. I just like horses. Conformation doesn't matter. If I had to choose, I would pick my favorite breed. I'm going to go with the last one because nothing that I do in my career like is defined by the conformation of my horses. It's really not. So it doesn't really matter to me. Question 8, what kind of bit do you prefer to use? A snaffle bit. They are easy and simple. A curb bit, better for controlling my horse. Special bit. My horse needs more severe bit to keep him under control. A rubber bit, they're gentler. Bitless bridle. No headgear. I listen to my horse. We are a team with a strong bond. Yeah, I wish. Well, I'm going to pick bitless, again, for obvious reasons, if you guys have been here a while. Question 9, you approach your horse in the paddock with his/her halter. What does he or she do? Runs away and kicks at me. Walks in the opposite direction, bad horse. Keeps grazing. You don't think he or she really cares. Waits and looks at you. Walks slowly towards you. Or runs joyfully to you. Well, this very much depends on which horse I'm going for. But for the purposes of this video, we're just going to assume it's Sugar or BB. And both of them usually will just stand there and look at me. Sometimes they come up to me, but not every time, definitely. Question 10. You see a person struggling to control a rearing horse. What do? Help by pulling the lead rope with the owner. Help by raising a whip to the horse. Yell advice from a distance. Run up with a treat in hopes of calming it down. Walk away, it doesn't concern you. Run up and take the lead rope. You calm the horse down by means of body language. This is also a tough one because I've never had to really encounter something like this, but I feel like it would be rude to say something, but it would also be rude to just walk away. Well, I guess they're not on the horse. The first option says help by pulling the lead rope with the owner. So I'm guessing this is just like a horse rearing up on the lead rope. And God, honestly, I would ask them if they need help. If they're alone, the first thing I would do is ask if they needed help or if they needed a hand. And that's not an option. I guess I'm just going to pick walk away. Because I don't know what I would do if they didn't want any help or didn't have any help. Okay, question 11. What describes your personality best? Stubborn and arrogant, kind and gentle, caring and empathetic, smart and creative, funny and joyful, sneaky and daring. I'm going to go with kind and gentle. Question 12. What does it mean when a horse licks its lips? It's hungry. Duh. I don't know. It likes you. It's accepting the bit. It doesn't want you to hurt it. It has an injury. Well, none of these options are correct. None of these are correct, so I don't know what to put. I'm going to put it likes you. What do you think of horseshoes? Really cool. They're cool. I don't really pay attention to them. I think all horses need them. All horses should be barefoot. I prefer barefoot, although shoes for injury are fine or really rough terrain like a mountain. These are like oddly specific answers. I'm going to go with the last one. I prefer barefoot. Question 14. What do you think of roll cur and hyperflexion? If you don't know what these are, please search it up. So I'm pretty sure that's where like the horses, like the thing with their neck where they're like behind the vertical because their pole starts to, like the, I don't know how to describe it. How do you English people describe it? Isn't it like the bend at their pole starts to work its way back the neck, like back on the neck, so they're actually bending behind their pole? Anyway, I kind of know what it is. I don't know the like science behind it, but I know how to identify it if I see it. Anyway, I think it's necessary for training. I think it strengthens the back muscles. It depends how often it's used. I don't like it much. It should never happen. If the horse does it during liberty work, it's okay. It should never be done in foals until they have developed their muscles, though. Okay, I'm going to just put I don't like it much. Because I don't, but I also don't know a whole lot about it. Question 15. What do you think of nicked and numbed tails? If unsure of meaning, please research. Is this nicked and numbed tails? I'm gonna guess this is where they like nerve block the tail. If I'm wrong, let me know down in the comments. But I think this is when they like numb the tail, and I'm gonna put I don't like it. Question 16. What do you think of English pleasure, especially with saddlebreds and Tennessee walkers? English pleasure. I think they're referring to like the big lick type of thing, like with saddlebreds, and especially with saddlebreds and Tennessee walkers. So for that, I'm going to put I don't like it. What do you see when you look into a horse's eyes? A powerful animal that is good at jumping and racing. A pretty animal. A color. Love. An intelligent being with complex emotions. And duh. I'm going to put an intelligent being. All right, question 18. What type of horse do you like best out of below? An Oriental desert horse. They are intelligent, fast, tough, very healthy, and loyal. A warm blood type. A Hackney type. A ranch horse like a quarter horse. A pony. Any horse. Well, I'm going to go with the quarter horse type. And that's the last question. Let's submit it and see what type of horse owner I am. I am 77% horse whisperer. You know what is right for your horse. You do not condone any cruelty, and you pass along the message. You are helping to create a better world for horses. Your horse and others love you for this. Wait a minute, what? Okay, there's some other stats below this. So I'm 77% horse whisperer, 57% misinformed horse lover, 46% horse lover in denial, 36% horse rider, and 26% winner. So I don't know how that adds up or if that's just the rankings that I'm in, but that's what I am. I'm a horse whisperer. How nice. Now I want to know what I clicked on before this that downloaded to my computer. Not fun, not fun. I don't need any crap on my computer. All right, next one is called, this is only 5 questions. Well, it's called, am I a good horse owner? How often do you go to the yard to see your horse? Well, my horses live here, so every day. How do I go to the next question? Oh, if you go to a horse shop, do you ever bring treats back for your pony? Sometimes. If you go to the yard to ride your pony, what do you do? Give him a cuddle, then groom him and tack them up. Give him a quick stroke, then tack him up. Just tack him up without saying hello. I'm going to say give him a quick stroke. Yikes. When you ride your pony, what do you do? Ride him practically forever or until you get told to hop off. Ride him for about 20 minutes, half an hour. About 10 minutes, you really can't be bothered. He not doing anything for you today. We're going to go with the 20 minutes. Are you always going on and on about your pony at school to the point where you've been driven your mates around the bend? What the heck? Who wrote this? Yes, all the time. Sort of. Well, sometimes. No way. We have better things to talk about. I'm going to go sort of sometimes. And I'm a good horse owner. Okay, well, that one was dumb. So let's go to the next one. This one is also called, Are You a Good Horse Owner? But there's a lot more to this one. So first question is age. And we got those two. Okay. The first one's age. The second one is gender. It's already got those in it. Question 3. Okay, so your friend invited you to this really fun horse event, but you realize that your horse has colic. What do you do? Stay with my horse, of course. Stay with my horse, but reluctantly. I'd call the vet, then go. I would just go. Who cares about my horse? I would stay with my horse, of course. Question 4. Your horse is lame, but your horse wait, what? Your horse is lame, but you're invited to a trail ride bareback. What do you do? I reschedule with my friend and stay with my horse. I go on a different horse. I just go on my horse anyway. I'm gonna go on a different horse because I have that option. Question 5. How often do you visit your horse? Every day, every other day? When I can, not that often. I'm putting every day. Question 6. How long do you usually groom your horse? 30 to 60 minutes per day or more. About 30 minutes, 15 minutes every time I feel like it. Never. So I'm gonna pick 15 minutes, but let's be real. I think I groom my horse. I think it takes me like 5 minutes usually to groom my horse. I don't know, when I was little or like younger and I would get on the YouTube and find all these videos of expert horse owners, I heard a lot that you should spend like at least 30 minutes grooming your horse. And now that I'm older and have a plethora of horses and I've worked around horses for many years, I'm like, who is spending 30 minutes brushing their horse? Unless your horse is really dirty, like that makes sense if they're covered in mud. But no, my horse that's like semi-dirty or pretty clean, it takes me 5 minutes to like curry them off, brush them, pick some burrs out of their mane or tail, whatever, etc. Question 7. Do you love your horse? I'm gonna put absolutely. Question 8. For some apparent reason, your mom wants to sell your horse. What will you do to try and stop this? Everything. Fundraisers, beg, plead, bribe, gift, anything. I'd try really hard, but usually when my mom wants to do something, she does it, so I don't waste my time and energy trying too hard. I try a little, then give up. Why should I even bother? This is a tough one. My mom never really had any control over my horses when I was younger because they were bought by my dad and they were at my dad's house and my parents were divorced, so she didn't really have access to them. But I feel like if my mom wanted to sell them, I don't know. I'm going to put, I would try really hard. But if it was bad, if I did something bad enough that my mom wanted to sell them, I don't know if I could change her mind or not. Question 9. Does your horse have to be your favorite? What? I don't know who wrote this. This makes no sense. What's your favorite color in a horse? Color doesn't matter. Sure. What? Yes, color is everything. This question says, does your horse have to be your favorite color in a horse? So I don't know if this means like your tack. I think I'm going to put what, because that's one of the options. What? Question 10. Did you like my quiz? I'm going to put sure. Question 11. Do you give your horse treats? All the time, only if she is good after a lesson? Nah. I'm going to put only if he or she is good. But I kind of give them treats a lot. Okay, last question. That was question 12. Are you a good horse owner? I got the best. 88% the best. 74% you are good. 45% okay. And 34% not very good at all. So yeah, that one I think was written by like a 10-year-old. Okay, this next one is called, are you ready to buy your first horse? Okay, I hope this one's more interesting than that last one is. Question 1. How will you transport your horse? Why isn't this letting me click? Uh-oh. I didn't really look through these quizzes before this, but this one's not letting me click on anything. What the heck? Well, maybe this isn't a true quiz. Lame. Okay, we're moving on to the next one. Horse. I gotta delete that last clip. Hold on. Okay. Okay, this last one is called, which one is this? How much do you know about owning a horse? What type of environment should your horse be in? Fields, gravel, pavement, or thick forest? I'm gonna choose fields. If you don't have a place for a horse, what is another option that you have? Board it on a ranch, keep it in my backyard, ask a family member to take care of it. There are no other options. Ooh, this is kind of tough. So if I don't have a place for a horse, I don't know why keep it in my backyard is an option. If you can't keep it at your house, then I think asking a family member, not to take care of it, but asking a family member if you can like keep it at their house, I feel like is a valid option, because I know a lot of people, I know relatives of my own that live in the country or have an acreage that may or may not be willing to house a horse. So honestly, I'm trying to decide if boarding it would be better or asking a family member to take care of it would be better. I'm gonna go with ask a family member. Apparently that was the wrong answer. What do you need to have in case of an emergency if you own a horse? A separate pen, another horse, nothing, a vet. A vet. I'm gonna pick a vet. Is it true or false that the cost is high to own a horse? True. Buying a horse is the cheapest part. That's what they always say. What do you provide your horse with when out in the pasture? A chef, a tractor, a companion, an obstacle course. What should you provide your horse with when out in the pasture? Out of all of these options, I'm going to pick a companion, I guess. What is a bot? A breed of horse, a kind of food, a parasite, a name of a brush. I'm going to pick a parasite. Which of the following is one style of riding a horse? English, pose, developed, background. We're going to pick English. How do you measure a horse? In centimeters, yards, hands, feet. Hands. What does gate mean? The piece that closes the fence in, a measuring stick, the speed of an animal, a breed of horse. The speed of the animal, because it's GAIT. What is needed to take horses on long distance trips? a saddle, a plane, a horse trailer, 4 bales of hay. Well, I'm going to go with the trailer, I guess. But I would also pick 4 bales of hay. Maybe more. Aside from hay, grass, treats, what is another thing that horses like to eat? Salt, lily pads, spaghetti, burrs. Okay, who made this one? Because this, I picked salt. What should you do regularly to ensure the safety of your horse? Ride it often, pet it, give it treats, check the pasture. That's a good one. I am really bad at doing that. My dad used to yell at me quite often because I didn't check the fence. And I'm like, Dad, I don't even live at your house. How am I going to check the fence? What is one sign of colic in a horse? Neighing, grazing, little or no appetite, sneezing. Little to no appetite. Which of the following supplies is used to protect your horse? Hoof cream, tail detangler, ear drops, or fly spray? I'm going to go with fly spray. Which brush is used for getting the dirt out of your horse's fur? Curry comb. Is it true or false that neck reining is a way to steer your horse? True. What is a broodmare? A breed, a famous racehorse, a main style, a horse used to breed. Horse used to breed. Horses love companions. How can you show that you care for them? Spend time with it, give them a toy, put them in a pen, watching them. Spending time with your horse. What is a foal? A baby horse. What goes in a horse's mouth when you ride it? A bit. This is dumb. What should be easily accessible for a horse at all times? Food and water. If it gets cold where you are, what should you have accessible? A shelter, a cow, a saddle, a snowplow. What goes first when saddling your horse? The pad. Which breed of horse is best for a beginner? Well, I'm going to just assume this is like a beginner horse owner. And I'm going to say the quarter horse. Their options are a Clydesdale, a Cell Francis, I don't know how to say that, an Arabian, or a quarter horse. I'm going to just go with quarter horse. What can you do to keep your horse's feet healthy? Put shoes on them, take them for walks, wash them every day, leave them be. Honestly, I'm going to put leave them be. That was wrong. Put shoes on them was the right answer. Where does the bridle go? On the head. What is a minimally trained horse called? Green. What will you need to house your horse supplies? A tack room, a closet, a barn, nothing. A tack room at the very least. What can you do to give your horse some temporary relief while out in the pasture? A lean-to, a hose, a tree, a tarp. I picked a lean-to. How many questions are there? Oh my gosh. Is it true or false that a trot is the slowest gait? False. Is it true or false that all horses must be trained to pull a carriage? False. How many different breeds of horses are there? I'm going to pick over 300. What part of a horse does rain rot affect? The skin. When does a horse grow a thicker coat? In the fall. Oh, that was wrong too. Apparently winter is the right answer. What do you need to clean when you own a horse? Their ears, face, hay, stool. Oh, that's the last question. Thank God. I got 32 out of 35. Well, looky there. All right, guys, that wasn't as fun as I thought it was going to be, to be honest. Anyway, a little bit of an update for you before I jump off of here today. If you guys didn't see the last couple of vlogs or videos, a little over a week ago, maybe, I posted, no, it was a while ago. A couple weeks ago, I posted that I was looking for a companion horse and that I had found one for Miss Louise, the Belgian, and that I was cleaning up her little lot that I built her. So if you guys didn't see that vlog, I spent 2 weeks, a week and a half, 2 weeks, cleaning up a little dry lot area for her. So I have cleaned up the area and fenced it all in and, you know, cleaned up as best I could. It still needs some cleaning up, but I did end up bringing her companion home. And so it has been a really interesting process on having him home with her. And you guys will kind of see more of that in the vlog of introducing them. But it's a weird experience. I have not run into the issue that I'm having with her. But anyways, stay tuned for that vlog. It should be up in the next couple of days. But yeah, her companion is home. She's not by herself anymore. So that's a relief. But yeah, this was a different podcast. I hope you guys still enjoyed listening to it. And if you guys have any other questions, or honestly, I think it'd be fun to put together like a little listener based quiz, or just answering your guys' questions, basically. So let me know what else you guys want to see down below in the comments. Stay tuned for the next episode and have a great week. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.